All right, let's do this. I'm gonna try something. We are going to make merch that shows off the VTuber or anime character even. And I'm going to use my avatar first, and then I'm going to branch out. I want to make masks, and not just not like a bunch of different masks, but that could be helpful. But I want to make masks that that people can design on. That people, and I'm thinking about making it my avatar mask. It's what prompted me to bring back the old slimes and beans and slimes. We are pop this. Yeah, I don't need my key. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because I was talking about a little bit ago, actually before Christmas, that I've had a change over of people, and the original crew is almost non-existent, and from there, every year it seems like I have another rotation where only a handful or so people stick around. This is like really it's kind of weird to have, like I have 388 queues, and probably only 100 of them are, still hanging out with me, and I still have contact with. I have 1,000 slimes, and I could easily rotate 500 out. it's like it blows my mind that this is a reality. Um, so one of the things that I want to do is out with the old, in with the new. Especially where the slimes are concerned. That I want to have people who are currently engaged with me. The draw your OC, silliness that I put on Twitter, and I just put on Blue Sky as well. But the drawing silliness is I don't put a lot of stock in it. There are so many people that have recently re-debuted and updated their avatars and did all these things, and one of the things that's also going on with that is that I had no intentions of updating the Q-Beans or the slimes to match with the new their new avatars. I had no intention of doing that. I was actually almost content with leaving it and starting a new project. I was recently talking to somebody about my pirates, because they still thought, even though I think I've mentioned it a dozen times or something. So obviously they don't watch the morning commutes, but they still thought I was going to be doing pirates this year, and what they were giving me to do was their avatar in a pirate outfit, which kind of defeats the whole purpose, because I wasn't going to be drawing a million captains and only a few crew. It was going to be one captain with a dozen or so crew members, and I was probably only going to do 3 or 4 ships. It was going to be a long, involved process, but it did kind of break my heart to tell them that it wasn't going to happen. It did kind of break my heart. to tell them that it wasn't going to happen. The actual train, but it wasn't just because of lack of interest, or, and that's part of it. It wasn't because the crew members, you know, it wasn't just because they, everybody floats from community to community to community, and I have a lot of shared communities with people that picking out, 10. I mean, there are some communities that are like 50,000 people strong, and I am not going to be making a 50,000 crew member ship. This isn't a cruise line. I love the idea of doing pirates. I might do. I did the SME. The Mr. QE or whatever. Captain Hook's first mate, Mr. Smee. I did that a long time ago now. That's now almost 2 years old. With the intention, the actual intention. I mean, pirates was on the list originally. So were dinosaurs, voodoo dolls. Actually, it wasn't really voodoo dolls. I think it was just creepy dolls. And there was a few others. I think zombies was on the list. There are lots of different things. Lots of different things on the list. Slimes won out last year. It's still difficult for me to believe that I'm going to be doing my 3rd year celebration, but I'm not doing it with Twitch. I'm not having a Twitch anniversary until June 20th. It really would have been nice if I could have got them to coincide. It's the reason why I waited the full year before launching myself, because I could have launched myself before Christmas. I could have hit the ground running well before the people who basically just hate me would have gotten wind of it. It is, I have to admit, it is the reason that I'm grateful that I still want YouTube to take off. But one of the reasons that I'm grateful that we have it is because when in 6 months of not even streaming on Twitch, I didn't even have it didn't even translate to YouTube. Because like if you could say like, oh well, you know, the people from YouTube, your subscribers from YouTube, basically just carried over onto Twitch, and that's the reason why you had 200 thing. At the time at the time that I set up the account, I wasn't even a year in, and I think I was at 40. I had more followers on Twitch than I had on YouTube, and it was almost instantaneous. The parody songs that I was writing at the time actually had some popularity. Iron Mouse. I had a huge influx of people following me on Twitch that I wasn't streaming with because of a YouTube video of Iron Mouse that she shared on Twitch. It's not Iron Mouse's fault. I don't blame Iron Mouse at all, but the people that I met through Iron Mouse are the people that ended up having a problem. And the rest of the people that came over from Iron Mouse showing off my video, had the opportunity to come back. So I might have gotten this huge boost. It was a huge boost. It definitely fed my ego. It definitely made me think like, oh, this is... Yeah. Iron Mouse talks about, and not to be that person, but I remember the days when Iron Mouse didn't even have 100 followers. I remember when she first came over to Twitch, and it wasn't this big fanfare. I remember her struggling. And she even says it herself. That, you know, she went 2 years without, without people to talk to. I think it's probably one of the reasons why she ended up doing Loopcast. She's eclipsed everybody else, but the main reason for it, and I can only talk for a few minutes, but we already have like 20 minutes in, so let's do this. I got the next 2 days off, so be aware of the changes that I'm going to be making. If I've done your queue, if I've done your slime, if you have an updated profile, and the person I'm definitely talking to watches these videos, so I saw your new profile, but you have to request it. I am not doing things off the cuff anymore. That is one of the reasons why I stopped doing the potteries, is because I was doing a lot of them off the cuff, and just people I adore. I checked to see if they had a potteroo, and if they didn't, I made them a potteroo. Well, the problem is that when you start 2 months prior to Christmas doing this, the people who get on your list haven't even set up for Christmas yet. And I did somebody's potteroo, and they were very upset with me. I do think that part of it is because they thought I was going to charge them. Because they are in that sphere now, where they have to, or they feel they have to pay for everything. I don't require money ever. It would be nice. I like people who buy my merch. I don't make a lot of money off of the merch, but I do the merch because that has a semblance of self-satisfaction, because I, over the years, many years, created product for other people, which they usually shipped overseas, and designed and built the stuff that I made for somebody else to their specifications. And once it came back, it was no longer mine. I would sell molds. I would sell original copies. But everything on my merch page, with the exception of one mug that Trua drew, but everything on my merch page is my art, or based on my art, if you want to use the mug. I like to keep that. I'm going to have that mug. But we are going to move forward with a pop culture, a retro pop culture t-shirts that represent me. We are going to be doing different types of art, and one of the issues that I'm in right now is that when I show off that big circle of 388 cues, like I said, only 100 of them probably I still have contact with. I could probably go through one by one and pluck out all of the ones that don't even fit anymore. And that's tragic, but it's also, the nature of the beast. Excuse me. It's also the nature of the beast. I can only add a few minutes, but I am heartily sorry to see anybody go. I am kind of dismayed with the fact that I haven't been keeping up with people's new models and new changes to their models. They spend a lot of money creating these things and having these things made. I am a fan, and I don't think I'm representing that very well anymore. The gifts is something that's coming up. I can't merchandise the gifts, but I definitely think that the fortune-telling machine is definitely going to become a part of merch. I didn't really finish it for what I wanted it to be. Definitely want that to be part of merch. There are so many different things that, like I said, I'm going to be doing. Q-Bean has a line of t-shirts. I'm going to be doing a line of t-shirts. That represent the Q-Bean brand. I would love for people to be a part of it, to share in it, and to basically grow with me. We are stopping things like Potteroos or something that somebody else has. If I create something and somebody copies me, I am not adverse to it. I just think that if they're going to copy me, they do it better. Do it better or don't do it at all. But I would be a hypocrite because I just did the Potteroos in saying that that people shouldn't be able to utilize my work. Hopefully they if they make $1 million, hopefully they share the profits with me. But that's a hope. As always, cool beans down in the comments below. It will definitely throw off the analytics because nobody watches videos this far. Nobody. And I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you really, really, really are having a freaking exciting, adventurous, and wonderful time doing it. I hope it's everything your heart desires and more. Alright? Have a wonderful day. I will be back Saturday. So hopefully you guys can put up with the two. Hopefully I have two videos from streaming. But I got the studio still to get put together, and I got a lot of things to do. So you guys take care. I now have work to be at. All right.